Hey guys, Ryan, Feathers Elite Pigeon Options. I am here in Belgium. What part of Belgium are we in?
Antwerp, the north of Antwerp.
North of Antwerp. I am with Guy.
Hello.
Guy Vanderauera.
Yes.
I pronounced it right.
Guy Vanderauera.
Oh man, it's
a Flemish name. It's very difficult, Ryan, but no problem.
hey, that's okay. So, tell me a bit about yourself before we get into the lofts.
So I'm Guy Vanderauera. I live in the north of Antwerp, Belgium. I race with pigeons, I think from that I was 15 years old. With young birds, with old birds. The last year I specialized myself in old birds on long middle distance. So I won first national Bourges, I won first national ace pigeon, I won first provincial ace long distance the last years. I was lucky to find some really quality pigeons. I buy the pigeons on the total auction of Jozef Govaerts. His nickname was the Kaasboer, and they gave me a lot of success. Crossed with the best pigeons of Gerings and some fancier, smaller fanciers like Leon Jacobs. They bring me every year winners, national ace pigeons, and it's still a hobby, but I was lucky. I work already more than 15 years in the pigeon business. First I've been working for Belgica de Weert as the manager of the products, and 6 years ago I moved to Van Robbe's Pigeon Feed, so I do all the export and guidance of the fanciers with schemes and nutrition. So I try them first on my own pigeons, but also for all the fanciers, even that they are a hobbyist or a professional fancier, I try to help them to get their pigeons in a good shape for breeding, for racing, and for molting.
So basically, you can say you're a full-time pigeon man.
Yes.
Not a full-time, like you're in pigeon sport all the time.
Yes.
7 days a week.
7 days a week.
You're always pigeons.
Yes. Yes.
And you're with Van Robbe's there for the feed, and you try the new products. You try them out.
Yes.
And how, for people wondering, because you always look at bags of feed and you look at things like this and you say, well, how did you guys come up with this stuff? Who tested and this and that? So you're that guy?
Yes, look, we work together with scientists who give the perfect solution and the perfect basic mix for racing, but I'm of course the specialist also for racing. So you can put on paper a real good mix, but if the pigeons don't want to eat some seeds, or that they don't eat what they should eat, you need to find a way between, so that they like to eat it and that it's a real good balance for digesting, for energy, for recuperation, and that's what we do. So we go first with a specialist who makes the mix, like, okay, the feeding values, the balance, and then it comes to me. And I try to give it to the pigeons. I see how the condition of the pigeons is. I raise them, and then we sit together. We speak with other fanciers, champions. We ask them, what do you think about this? Try it also. And then at the end, before we launch it, we compare it and we finalize it. And most of the time I test it more than a year before we put it on the market. So
there is really a lot of thought put into all these bags and all these products. It's not a beautiful bag. Yes, the bag looks beautiful, but you've put a lot of work into it, and different top flyers have tried the mixes and given their feedback on it. They like this, they don't like this, I didn't get this result, this. You guys put it all together.
Yeah, like now the last years I was one of the first who had a real specific feeding mix for hens. You know, hens the last years is one of the most important categories, and yeah, they are the strongest. If you see them on short and middle distance and on marathon races, they are really, yeah, winning everything. So we found a hen mix. We named it Lady Mix. Okay, it's not for all the days of the week, but it's a basic what you use in the beginning of the week or before the racing season starts, and it's perfect. We talked with some really specialized fanciers only with hens, and of course they had a mix from us, like a Cassar mix, but they did something inside that they say, that's so we made it, and it's finalized, and it calls now Lady Mix, and a lot of fanciers use it now. It's one of our best-selling products for racing, not for breeding or for molting.
Right.
And then of course you have a sport mix with more sugar inside, and you have a dynamic for a more longer distance, which have included more seeds with energy inside, so that everybody has his choice.
Right.
And that's what you need.
And that's what I find very interesting. You always, again, I say, you look at these bags. I'm from North America, and you look at the bag and you say, well, who came up with this? How does this work? Blah, blah, blah. But you are one of those people that puts the time into the mixes, tries the mixes, studies and analyzes the mixes with your mixologists, you could say your bartenders, to make it a perfect mix to work for what you're trying to do. Yeah.
Look, pigeon sport is very intense, but it's about a lot of work, good quality pigeons, selection, and then of course the daily nutrition, daily feed, training, and that need to work together. And as soon as you have a good system, you can select your good quality pigeons on this. If they get all the good food, the good nutrition, the side products and everything, and if you know that they are ready, you send them to the race and you have winners, it's easy for the next generations to get and to breed the winners again.
So exactly what we're saying, we could buy the best feed, the best products, the best grits and minerals and all that good stuff, but if you don't have the pigeons, you don't have the system, none of it matters. You have to put everything together. It all fits together, the perfect puzzle. And this is why we're here. You have super results, and now you are into more old bird flying, but you do excellent also with young pigeons, correct?
Yeah. Yes. When I was working the whole day and at the office, and only had with my family only a few time, I only raised with young birds for many years. Now last year I was third national champion with young birds. With the lockdown, we worked a lot at home.
Right.
So I had a little bit more time to prepare them in the beginning of the season, and that was my luck. Not only in this time with the old birds, okay, the young birds stay longer in the loft. They are breed a little bit later in the season, so that I can first start with the old birds, and later when the old bird season is finished, I start with the young birds. So
now that you can play young and old, what do you prefer?
The old birds.
The old birds.
Yes.
They always say the old birds. Why do you choose old birds? Because I mean, you flew for so long with young pigeons with great success.
Young birds. Look, at the end of the season, they are old birds. They know the system, but you need to put a lot of energy inside before they get the system, that they get the motivation, that they are healthy enough, trained, and then the season is almost finished. So, but the old birds, after 2 weeks training in the beginning of the season, they are ready, and they can go for 10, 12, 16 weeks. Not a problem. So you have a whole summer racing with them every week or every 2 weeks, and that's nice. And you can really rely on them. Old birds.
You start to know your pigeons.
Yes.
They're like your kids or your friends. You know which ones are good, which ones can handle what they can handle. So on that note, let's go take a look at the loss first.
Okay, follow me.
And this is a beautiful property you have here. How large are your lofts?
I have 20-meter racing loft. So I have 4 sections for the old birds and 5 sections for the young birds. So the first 5, so the 3 avias, they are young birds. They had a bath this morning.
Beautiful aviaries. And I take it you darken the young pigeons?
Yes.
You darken all the rounds?
Yeah, I only have 3 rounds, and I put together the first 2 rounds. There are approximately 100 youngsters now, and then the second round there are 50-60 youngsters.
And they all get darkened.
Yeah.
Now with the young pigeons, what's your schedule for these young pigeons? Daily exercise?
Look, I have a specific also system. I keep them very long in the avias for 2-3 months during the winter time. Why? Because I live here in the nature. During the winter time I have a lot of problems with hawks, and I found out if they can see where they live, you can keep them quiet in the avias, but there's also an avia on the traps. When they know the way to get in, and you are a little bit quiet in the beginning, so now I release them 3 weeks. I don't chase them. Next week I'm gonna chase them that they fly. They start to fly already a little bit, but not in group. From the 100 pigeons, I think 50 or 60 they fly, and the rest they stay on the roof.
So what you're saying is, you breed early, you breed your rounds, you wean your young pigeons, you get them in the dark, you let them out now here into the aviary every day. They get aviary time, they go in, they go out, they have a bath. When you start to let them out, you start letting them out about 2 months. They've been in the aviary 2-3 months. Then you start to let them out. You open them up. You let them be themselves. You let them go on the roof, pick on the ground, sit on the fence. They be themselves. No scaring, no nothing. You give them a few weeks like this, and then when it's time, you say, okay, it's time we go to work a little bit and get them up in the air.
And then in 5-6 weeks they are ready.
5-6 weeks of doing this. And how do you find it? Do you find the earlier young pigeons, do you find them stupid? Do you find them...
Look, in the beginning they are stupid, but after 2-3 weeks they learn everything.
Right.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, but you need to push them a little bit in the beginning, and then afterwards, they start to train. They get now they are in the period that they molt a little feathers. They get a good food breeding mix. So I'm changing now the food from a breeding mix to a young bird mix.
So it's a lighter mix.
Light. If they don't train by themselves, I put them on a week of depurative, and I chase them, and then they go.
Pull more weight off.
Yeah, and then they go. As soon as the first group is in that scheme of training every day, I start on the second group.
Okay.
Because on this point, those the second group, they came out I think 3 times.
3 times. Now, do you find from the first round, the second round, and the third round, in your years of doing this, where do you find your best pigeons come out of which round?
They come,
all different.
All different.
So you can't say your first round.
No. If you give them enough time, of course, the second group, they don't have so many races. They start in half of July, so they don't have so many races anymore to select them. The ones that I like, I will keep them for the next year, and I select them as a yearling.
Okay, and getting into training these pigeons, road training, so they're all out, they're flying every day, once a day, probably what, about an hour, hour and a half?
Yeah, sometimes they are 2 hours away.
Okay, flying real good.
Yeah, they fly real good.
Ranging, gone, come back, gone, come back. Before the races, how many times will you put them in the basket?
4 or 5 times.
4 or 5 times.
Yeah, and then they go with the club. They go to 60 kilometers, and then they go to 120 kilometers, their first race, Auwera. They do it yeah, 2 times, and then they go to Wyon also 2 times, and then they go to middle distance.
Right.
Yeah.
So a few shorter ones to give them experience.
Yeah.
And that's it. And no more with the car.
No. Okay. Or when in the weekend it's bad weather, there's no race. Yeah, then I bring them away.
You'll take them for a drive.
Yes.
All together, let them out, let them come home, because you like to keep the pigeons in a system, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And you'll race these young pigeons how many weeks in the middle distance? Like how far will you push them?
5-6 weeks.
5-6 weeks.
Yeah, 5-6 middle distance races, and then 1 national race.
Okay, and the middle distance races are how many kilometers? Right?
Between 320 and 400 kilometers.
Okay, and then the national is how far?
550.
Okay, and then that's it for them?
Yeah, that's it.
And you're at the end of the season, you breed, I don't know, 120 babies. What are you normally left with?
Between 50 and 60 yearling.
Okay, and how many of those do you select for the next season?
Oh no, I select 50 or 60.
Oh.
Sometimes, last year we lost a lot of pigeons. I only had 55 left, and I took some out that I didn't like, or that they are not 100% what I want. The year before I had 80. So it all depends a little bit to the losses. We had the national race was released with very bad weather. 2 weeks before we had a middle distance race. Yeah, it was fog the whole way. So we lost quite a lot of pigeons. But it depends on the weather and during the racing season.
And these pigeons here, at the end of the season, what is your selection? What do you say, okay, you're staying, you're going? How do you make this?
Only the pigeons who really do bad, and they don't stay.
Right.
The other ones I try.
You give them a chance.
Yeah.
So as long as they're not coming the next day, they're coming somewhat in race time, steady pigeons, they're going to make the grade. Yeah. The rest, you take away.
Yeah, if you see now my best yearling last year, national ace pigeon, national section winner, the second fastest from the release for more than 25,000 pigeons. She was, as a young bird, she made a few results, nothing special, but from the first race, 220 kilometers, she always was in the top 10%, and even in the first percent of all the pigeons. So you cannot, for old birds, you need to give them a chance. A
little bit of time to mature, figure it all out. So this is your young bird loft. Can we take a look, just a quick look inside?
Also, always on the door for my son, when I'm not on time at home, that he can give the pigeons what they need.
Okay.
So I scribe, okay.
You leave a note?
I do all the job in the morning, then I leave to visit clients during the day, and I never know with traffic jams or when I'm at home. So I can phone him and ask him, give them the food, what they need already.
Okay.
So these are the young birds. Bean straw. All, that it's easy for the fancier. Bean straw on the ground and automatic bucket.
You call this bean straw?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, what's important, it's my system for 20 years already. It's very dry, all the dust gets under it.
Yes.
What's important that there is no fungus inside. Now we have a supplier who pack it. He takes the air out, and it's tested that there's no fungus inside. That's very important.
So this isn't just regular straw.
No. This is really.
This is the fungus is the air taken away, so the fungus is not can be in it.
No, and it's tested before they take the air away, and it's cleaned and everything.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's really
So this is, each section obviously is the same. You have the automatic cleaning purchase. With these young pigeons, will you use motivation with them? Yeah,
look, I can change the boxes as soon as they get motivated. So I do the open door system. So the hens and the males, they are separated and they come together a few hours before they get into the basket. And That's how I do it for many years.
And the loft smells no smell of pigeon.
No. Really good lofts.
You see how the health on these pigeons, these young pigeons, is second to none. The feathers are just shining. You can see they're molting.
They are still molting.
This blue splash hen here that's coming. What a pigeon! What a pigeon, eh?
Yeah, it's a real nice one. It's one of my favorites. But I try to don't get favorite pigeons, because otherwise they were taken by the hawks. Yeah. But I see it already that
it just has a nice stance to it. You see the young cocks here; they're starting to turn on already. The maturity is coming. And we're flying with young pigeons. Do you prefer the hens or the cocks?
It doesn't matter. But I see that the hens are more steady. Right? Yeah. But look, 2 years ago, my two best males, they won for me the national championship, and also in the big federation. So I was third national champion, and I was the federation champion. So with 100 lofts, and the two males were the two first nominated ones. So
you're good at nominating too?
No, they show themselves on the first races, and then they go.
And you see here the Averys. These birds, you can tell, very intelligent. They're in super condition. Super condition.
Yeah, they are good.
So this bean straw will stay in the whole season?
Yeah.
You just freshen it up a bit?
No, as soon as they are sitting in the purses, then I always kept it. Why? Because it's a certain bacterial environment that they used to.
It's their loft.
Yeah, and I always put on top more. So fresh. But what's underneath, it stays the whole season on it.
Until the season ends?
Yeah, after the molting, I take it away.
Okay.
So, but I found out that it's a real good system on this. The good bacterials are staying inside when they are healthy, and if I clean everything, I see that the conditions go a little bit back, and it takes 2-3 weeks before it comes again.
You know, I want to thank you for taking the time for showing us the young birds, showing us the loft. As we look on, Guy, I can see the super qualities.
What's also important is that the drinker is
off the ground.
Off the ground.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. So that's
and
also.
Just again, guys, we're not showing. It's not up 5 feet. It's up, 16 inches off the ground. Nice grading. The drinkers stay clean. There's no dust that goes in it.
Yeah. But it's also good for the fancier. I feel the dust when I'm cleaning. I need a mask. Mm-hmm. So, and yeah, I know many pigeon fanciers who have, after years, big problems with this issue. And with the bean straw, when the dust gets under it, you see it also. They fly around and there's no dust flying around.
No dust. You see it right here.
Yeah, that's really important.
Well, on that note, guys, you've seen the young bird loft. Wow, Guy, thank you very much for showing us this. Thank you very, very much.
Did their first training race, 120 kilometers. I separated, and they go on Widowhood. That they are 3-4 weeks later that they are in a good condition.
Okay.
That they are motivated. So I start easy, and then when it really gets the nice races on middle distance, that they get motivated, that they are in the system of Widowhood. When they come back, that they see their partner, that they are getting their motivation. But now they are quiet, they are sitting on eggs, but it's the last days.
Okay, so will you let them hatch the eggs?
No, never.
10 days you take
10 days, 10 days, yeah.
Okay, and they'll go into their separate sections.
Yeah.
And it's Widowhood. Now, for your Widowhood, do your cocks always come home to hens?
There's the favorite ones. They have a fixed partner.
Okay.
And there's a big part of the yearlings who have total widowhood. But as soon as I see after a few races that some of them not doing well, and their partner do very well, I keep them at home.
Okay, so you make a decision to say you're not performing, but your partner is.
Yes.
You're going to stay here to motivate.
Yes. Why I do this? If I had the time and the space, I would have for all the racers a partner. That's the best.
So in your perfect, your next part of your life moving forward, this might be something you're going to change.
Yeah, but
you don't know.
And in the beginning you can try a lot of pigeons in the beginning of the racing season. As soon as the national races, when it takes a little bit time when they get back, the motivation is important that the partner is sitting at home. So and you can split also a little bit the team that they go, one team to a short distance race, so that they are at home when the important team with the favorite pigeons get home and their partner is already sitting in their box.
Right.
Well,
come on, let's go in and take a look.
So very.
Now right away, as I notice when we come in here, they're on the same straw again.
Yes, certainly the Widowhood males, they're on the same straw. It's also taking the humanity out of the air in the beginning of the season.
So you find that the bean straw takes a bit of dampness, the humidity.
Yeah, I live in a forest, so that's also. So yeah, you see it. The hens are coming from the nest. The males goes on the nest, and that's one section for the males. Widowhood boxes.
Very nice boxes. Very dark, eh?
Yeah. They get a little bit of motivation also from this. So.
And these pigeons right now, they're paired up. They're not going outside at all.
Yeah, they go out. They stay for 10 days. As soon as they have eggs, they go outside.
So as soon as they drop eggs, they'll go outside.
And they train, and during the week, and last weekend, they had training tosses from 60 kilometers maximum.
Okay, so they don't hatch, they don't raise any youngsters.
No.
It's just pair them up, let them get down on eggs.
Yeah. So they are just changing.
And as you see, the hallway's in the front of the loft. This loft is nice and warm. I mean, we're in a very warm day here today, in the mid-20s.
Yeah, it's a good loft. It stays always temperature the same. You see it, the pigeons, they're already in a good shape.
Yes.
This is White Freedom. Big winner against 4,000 pigeons.
Now, this pigeon does not look very big. He looks very buoyant, medium in the calf.
Medium size.
Strong back.
Yeah.
Looks like he's got good muscle.
Yeah, but he's a very smart one.
Character pigeon?
Yeah.
And the background on this pigeon?
His father is early gray, and and his sister, his mother is a sister from Special Black, the first national ace pigeon. So it's my family. It's the crosses that I did for many years, and he does very well. He won last year. He won 3 races. So
3 races for you.
Yeah.
And what specialty distances?
Yeah, between 200 and 600 kilometers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And preferred headwinds, tailwinds, doesn't matter?
No, like him also. He won first with headwind, and a week after it was a very fast race. I think 1900 meters a minute.
Wow.
And he won the race with also on this one. So against more than 4,000, he was the fastest of the federation. Yeah, the 2 federations. So.
And now you play him again this year.
Yeah.
You're not worried to lose a pigeon like this?
Yeah. Look, if you want to win, you need to go with the best, to compete with the best, and that's what I try.
So you're not worried about stopping him. If he's as good as he is last year, he will be the same this year.
Yeah. Like also, I didn't take any from last year. I had a very good. Team last year.
Okay.
And I didn't take any of them out.
And you just see here, and I'm just showing them the loft. You see the health. Some beautiful grizzles. The health on these pigeons, second to none. The loft, very nice smell. There's no smell at all. The condition's very nice. These boxes are beautiful. Self-cleaning. I take it that helps you with a bit of time, eh?
Yeah.
Absolute super quality here. I see you have another one in your hand.
Yeah, this is Super 101. She's a national section winner, second fastest overall. She's also a national ace winner. She's a full child. She's a direct child from Special Black, first national ace pigeon. So winners give winners.
Winners give winners.
Yeah. But she's also the father. He's from the main pair, from the Kaasboer pair, and his brothers gave also first national ace pigeons.
So, and when you're looking to bring pigeons in, or you could say something to people buying pigeons.
Yeah,
what do you look for?
Look, I have already a good strain, so I try every year to try 1 or 2 new pigeons, but they need to be, direct from the base breeders from that fancier, and I try to buy proven pigeons if I can afford them.
So you're looking for the best that you can afford at the time, and you're looking for pigeons. We talked about when we were having a coffee. You're not interested in a one-time wonder.
No.
You're looking in the pedigree for
ace and winners.
Ace winners
in every generation.
In every generation. So if someone's showing you, what you're saying is if someone gives you a pedigree of 4 generations, you're trying to look in all those generations to see winners or ace pigeons.
Yeah, and dominant lines where everybody has success with them. That's what,
So that's a nice little tip. And you found the pigeons that you've brought in, do they normally work?
Not all.
Not all.
Yeah, look, I have a specific system. I don't do any training tosses in the week. I keep my pigeons on a natural way. So it's not all, and it need to fit with my strain. So that's most important.
So when you go to purchase a pigeon, have it be at an auction or you go to someone's home?
Yeah, I do both.
And no, but I'm saying you go in and is the first thing you look at is the paperwork or you look at the pigeons?
Oh, first the paperwork.
Okay.
And then if the pigeon in the hand, okay. But I look more to the results. And when the pigeons, the first impression is of course important, but if the size, it doesn't matter. And the eye sign, okay, I like it, but it's more the total package.
Total package. So you want a good pedigree. You want lots of winners in that pedigree. Then you look at the pigeon. You should have a nice eye for you. You want to like the eye. You want to like how the bird's constructed.
Yeah. Look, it's if they're not big failures. I've in my whole life I visited public auctions. I took the winners in the hand. I did also some articles in newspapers like the Dove. I did that for more than 10 years. I visited many lofts and I seen top pigeons in all sizes, in all colors. It doesn't matter. It's the proven results what's most important. Not only from racing but also breeding, because you can have an exceptional pigeon, but if it doesn't have any winners inside or brothers or sisters, it starts to get a real difficult job.
You start pulling at straws.
Yes.
You're losing the family doesn't have the power, and the odds of you getting good out of that are lower. It drops down. And I see here in your loft you have grizzles, you have pieds, you have blacks.
Yes. Now it's the grizzles. I have a really good breeder, early gray. When they get really white from color, I get problems with the hawks. They take them first. So I'm lucky now that I breed some very dark ones, and so I can keep them. Now the colors, I have some grizzles. Most are blues and dark ones, and Color doesn't matter.
Color don't matter.
No.
You're looking for performance.
And they're all good muscle and medium, middle sized.
Yeah, they don't look like a very big.
No, I don't. Look, I live on one of the longest distances in Belgium, so yeah. But the big pigeons don't suit me.
Big pigeons don't suit Guy. And as you see, the quality, like the young bird loft, it's the same in this race loft. Now you'll leave this bedding down the entire season as well.
On the straw?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I change it next week, and then it stays the whole season. Yeah.
So you always leave this in.
Yeah.
And before the races, before you start racing them, or the first week of racing, when do you put the pairs together for motivation?
After 2-3 weeks, when the real important races start. So the last weekend before the national races start, I leave them together before I basket.
And
very short, 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Look, I basket my pigeons also here in the corridor, so I chase them in the basket. So yeah,
walk them in and that's it.
Yeah, I walk them in.
So you'll show them the day of basketing. For 10-15 minutes.
10-15 minutes, and then
you basket.
When it's on most of the time it's on a Friday evening, and they are released Saturday.
Okay.
Now when the national races start, the hens can stay together with their partner for more than half an hour, 1 hour before they go.
For a national.
Yeah, for a national on Thursday.
On Thursday. So if you're basketing on a Thursday, you're going to give them about an hour or so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything special you put for medications?
Medication, look, when they are not healthy, I give them medication. But during the racing season, when they are in a good condition, I don't give any preventive medication. The only thing what I do is I give antibacterial, health balance, daily in the water, certainly when they come back, and also when they come back in the evening, I give them yellow drops to disinfect them from trichomonas.
So when they come back,
every week.
You give them yellow drops in the water?
No, on the food.
On the food.
On the food. So when they get back from the race, they get a little bit food. In the evening, when I separate them from their partner, they get really good food with the yellow drops that I make in the morning, and when they eat all this, I feed them again with feed without yellow drops. Yeah, but it's a good system. When they are free from trichomonas in the beginning of the season, mine don't get any trichomonas during the season. But I do it every week. When they stay at home on Saturday, because there is no race or the weather is bad, on Saturday evening they get it. Yeah, all the pigeons, also the young birds, everything.
They get it.
Yeah. So your partners also.
So you're not one of these guys that's one day in the water is respiratory, one day no. Just a lot of natural, clean.
Yes, and okay, when once after a few training tosses and 2 races, when the weather is bad, I give them 2-3 days. I give them a respiratory treatment in the beginning of the season that they are clear before the national races start. But during the national races, I don't give any preventive antibiotics anymore.
Okay, now I also notice here in your section, you've got cocks. You've got, in this section here, you've got 3 that made nests on the floor.
Yeah, sometimes they do it.
Does it bother you?
No, but I don't see any. Some like the bean straw and they want to sit on the bean straw. That's the only negative, perhaps. Yeah.
They make beautiful nests. You see beautiful health in these pigeons. You hear the music behind you there as the cocks are in the hallway. But Guy, I tell you, you can see a real family here of pigeons.
Yeah, they look almost the same. There are only a few basic pigeons. I have 5-6 basic pigeons, and they're all from those basic pigeons.
Yeah. Again, grits and minerals, how often do you give them fresh grits and minerals? As we are looking at the loft, Guy Vanderauera. How often do you give them fresh grits and minerals?
Every day.
Every day.
Every day. They get it like a dessert.
Okay.
I don't put it, I throw it away also every day.
So it's fresh every day?
Every day, yeah. They have normal feed in the season,
right.
But every day they get also grit mix.
And the grit mix, you give it after feeding or before?
After.
So like dessert?
Yeah, like a dessert, or when when I have time, sometimes 2 times a day.
2 times a day?
Yeah.
Fresh, a little bit?
A little bit. Dessert spoon for every pigeon. That's almost,
That's a good one.
And it's a grit mix with everything inside, with shells, with little stones, with vitaminal, everything. Yeah, some extra, some little seeds also that they like it, that they search for it.
So pretty simple.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, but there are three different grit inside, so it's complete. It's super grit mix from Van Robbeis.
Right.
And that's only thing
It does it all for you.
Yeah, it does it all. So I don't need more than it.
And like we say, you're a busy guy. You're working all the time. You're delivering products, feed. You're seeing customers. You're developing mixes, working with this. So you don't have time to be 100% in your own loft.
No.
And the system that you're working with is working very well.
Yeah. Once a day I let them out in the morning. I always start very early with the hens. They train 1 hour, 20 minutes, 1 hour and a half, and afterwards the males.
That's it.
So that's it in the morning.
In the afternoon?
And in the afternoon, somebody leaves my young birds. So 1 hour before I get home.
So the young birds then go out for the afternoon?
Okay. And they fly also 1 hour. Sometimes they are back when I'm at home, or I need to wait half an hour. And then,
So all through the old bird season, before the old bird season, you're going to train them a few times with the car, but basically after that, it's just once a day. They go out at the time in the morning. Hens first, then the cocks. They get fed in the morning.
They get the hens. They get a little bit sneaky mix before they go out.
Okay.
The males get a little bit maize. Corn.
Before they get out.
Yeah. Well, as soon as I get on in the morning at the loft, only a few hands that I give them, and then I let them out.
Okay.
So
what's the reason for doing this?
Yeah, look, they train very intense, so that they are not having a hungry feeling, that they have already a little bit sugar, because the sneaky mix, that small seeds, that gives immediately some energy, and the males, they get the corn. So 1 hour and a half later, they're already digesting it a little bit, so they have enough. They don't have any hungry feeling. They have already a little bit sugar inside, and they fly very intense. The first hour, they are gone. Yeah.
And that's what you want to see. If they don't do this, if they come out and do a couple circles and they look like they want to land, what is this telling you?
Yeah, then you need to go to the veterinarian because that's not right. Then they have something.
Or they're tired, or they're just not right.
No, but look, when they have a real tough race on Saturday, I don't let them out on Sunday. But on Monday morning, they go.
And you expect to see an explosion when you let them out?
Yeah, when they need to go out. Yeah.
Okay.
And most of the time they do it. Of course, when it's bad weather, cloudy, they go out, they don't go away. But when it's nice weather, they go away for half an hour minimum.
Okay, so the birds go for the loft fly in the morning. They have their little bit of breakfast, a little bit of maize, the cock, sneaky mix for the hens. They go out, they go for their workout. They come in. Do they come into food?
Yeah, when they come in, they get food.
Okay.
In the beginning of the week, the hens get lady mix, the males get relax. Middle of the week, they get premium sport.
Okay.
And then, depending, is it a middle distance or a long middle distance race, they get premium sport the last days, or dynamic. Dynamic, it's more fat inside to get them a good reserve for flying more than 3-4 hours.
Okay, and day of basketing, do you loft fly them?
It all depends a little bit. For speed and a short distance race, on Saturday, in the beginning of the season, I release them in the morning. During the racing season, I don't release any pigeons anymore on the basketing days.
Give them a day off, day of rest.
No, it's always a risk here. There are many pigeons flying, and when they are gone for hours, I'm always afraid that something happens, and it's the system that I used to do, so I don't change it anymore.
Well, when they say when it's not broke, don't try and adjust it or fix it.
Yeah.
I want to thank you for taking the time to show us your old bird loft.
Yeah, this is so for the males, perhaps also for the hens have a specific
different section.
Yeah. They have a So this is the hen loft.
Okay.
Small boxes, and also when they are sitting on Widowhood on the ground, they come grills.
Grills.
That they don't sit. Yeah.
So very simple then.
Yeah. And the hens after the training, they go for 1 hour in the avia, and they get food there.
They eat in here. Oh.
Yeah. So they stay here for 1 hour and a half. As soon as the cocks are finished with their training, they go inside during the day.
Okay, so very, very simple setup, easy, good light.
When I leave home, they're sitting inside.
They're back in their section, sleeping, resting, relaxing.
Yeah, and it's very quiet then, huh?
Yeah,
in the beginning of the season, I darken it a little bit. Then.
Very nice and warm. I see you have the heaters here, even if you want.
Yeah.
Heat is important, but nice, small, cozy. The hens don't pair up. Works well.
Yeah.
And there's the system, guys. Hey, I want to thank you again.
Thank you
for showing us this. Thank you. All right, Guy, here we go. Well, I wanted to see this pigeon, especially early gray. What a beautiful grizzle cock. Tell me a bit about him.
So he was 2 times Federation winner. He gave I had from semi-national race, Pigeon, I had the first and the second. Both pigeons came together. So Black Hawk won the first, and his son from early gray won the second in the same second. But also last year, White Freedom, he was a big winner against 4,000 pigeons. Every year I have Federation winners from this pigeon. And also second generation, many people had success with them.
What do you think makes them such a good breeder?
They are very smart pigeons. Also with very high speed. They know the shortest way, and that's what you're looking for.
So smart pigeon.
Yeah, it's a very smart pigeon.
You see, he just.
But also with headwind, he won also a federation against, from 300 kilometers against more than 1,000 pigeons, also with headwind. But certainly when it's very fast weather, they also do the job, and that's special. Not many pigeons can do the job when it's really fast races.
There you see it, early gray, beautiful blue grizzle cock.
And he's a grandchild from Super 481, so the old cock.
What a pigeon. Hey, thanks for showing us this guy, eh?
Yeah.
Hey guys, Ryan, Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. I'm with Guy Vanderauera.
Yes.
And we're going to come now take a look at your breeding.
Yeah.
And your breeders are upstairs. Now this is what, a small little... Oh, you got some trophies too, eh?
Yeah.
Anything special, anything your favorite on this wall?
National Ace. Yeah, those are the main breeders.
These are your main breeders?
Yeah, Super 481 with his 2 hens and his important children who gave me a lot of success, and also other people. All 3 gave first National Ace pigeons in the 2nd generation.
And you see lots of trophies.
Oh, it's only from 2 years.
Only from 2 years.
Yeah. Come.
So you keep the breeders upstairs?
Yeah, in separated breeding boxes. Also a little bit, there's an alarm system and camera and a little bit security, yeah?
Well, you got to keep security with pigeons like this.
Yeah. I chased away 2 years ago. I chased away 2 years ago some people.
Well, what can you say? People will be people, isn't that something? So now we're up here. How many individual pens would you say you have?
12.
12.
Yeah, 12. And I have another breeding loft for some new pairs and so some pairs where I breed only 2 rounds from and then use them for putting the eggs from the most important pigeons under.
Okay, so how do pigeons from your race team, you fly young birds and you fly yearlings, 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, you take them up to how far? 4-year-olds?
Oh no, look, 2-3 years old.
2-3 years old. How does a 2 or 3-year-old qualify to get up here?
Look, I breed also during the winter time. I breed 1 pair of eggs from the most important racing pigeons. And when they give good youngsters, and most of them they do that, I'm lucky with it that they give the first generation already, I put them on the breeding loft. So that's Black Sugar. He's one of the main pigeons. He's father and grandfather from winners and from the first national ace pigeon.
And they're always in their own breeding boxes, so you know exactly what's coming out of them?
Yes.
Very nice looking cock. And you'll take out of a pigeon like this how many rounds?
Oh, from him, 20 youngsters a year.
20 youngsters a year.
Yeah.
So you'll switch hens with them.
Yeah.
You use them. Does he get to raise, or do you just switch?
Yeah, no. Once a year or twice a year, I give them the chance to give them a normal way of youngsters. Some of them have now.
And here you see.
Yeah, breeding mix and separated.
And your own drinker, just like this.
Yeah.
Very simple, easy to do.
Easy to do, 2 times a day, and that's easy. Huh? They have now youngsters, so most of them the first time.
And very nice up here. How old How old do you leave the young pigeons with the parents?
Yeah, when they're 3 weeks old.
3 weeks old.
Yeah.
So just over 20 days, you take them away.
Yeah.
Very nice up here. Nice light. Again, no smell of pigeon. There's not a lot of pigeons even up here. But I like how you've done this with the wire. The birds stay very motivated.
Yes, that's that they see each other, and that they keep fertile. Eh?
Yeah. So up here, who would be your favorite cock or hen or pair?
Look, Black Sugar.
Yeah.
He's one of the main breeders. He gave winners. He gave in 2nd generation winners. Then you have B Special. That's she was also a national section winner, and she gave the first national ace pigeon, Special Black. The Special Black is here. It's the little dark wonder.
What a hen.
Yeah. So she's first national ace pigeon, and she gave already winners. Last year she gave a national section winner, 2nd fastest overall, and also a national ace pigeon. In 2nd generation she gave last year the 2nd best young bird from whole Holland.
What do you have to say? You can't say much more. You know.
She's a very dominant. What
a pigeon. You see the character in her? She's got those little tusks as well, eh?
So her father was Black Hawk, first semi-national winner of Pigeon. And the mother is B Special, first national section winner.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
The quality. You can see it right in them.
And then, beside, it's also a proven proven cock. Special impact with a daughter of Special Black when she was paired with Golden King. So first national ace against first national ace. That is also one of my luck. Now that I have a first national ace pigeon, I can do co-breeding with other first national ace winners.
Makes it a bit easier, eh?
Yes, hey, you get. She with Golden Prince from Gino Clique, with the Golden King also from Gino Clique, and that's really interesting. Last year I did co-breeding with my friend Rick Hermans with Chucky. He's national winner. So, and this year I planned also something.
So you're constantly looking for the best.
Yeah.
Put the best to the best because you found you've got the best results.
And then of course I have Mr. Chateau.
Okay, we see here.
Also very dominant. So national section winner and provincial winner. He gave with Special Black also all winners, and in second generation ace pigeons. The left, yeah.
Yeah, take a look. Beautiful.
He's a beautiful cock. Yeah.
And you see, very intelligent. They all look to be the same. Same. You don't see a lot of big pigeons here.
He's beautiful. So the first time that he has his own youngsters, and then the next round with different hens.
And when you handle this pigeon, what do you like about him? If you were to describe this pigeon to somebody, how would you describe him?
He's a perfect pigeon. Everybody say it also. Middle-sized, very well muscles, very clear eye. Also in the hand, he wants to get out. He wants to go back to his loft.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll see it right away. Huh?
And so he's one of your favorites up here.
Yeah, proven breeder, proven racer, winner, big competition. I have another one. First provincial ace long distance, Leontine. She's also a fantastic hen. She was from Antwerp, the best long distance racer 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, you see the character in this pigeon, eh? Very intelligent.
Her nest sister sits on the other side. Lady Chateau, first provincial winner. So, yeah, it's exceptional. She's paired now with Black Prince. Black Prince is co-breeding Golden Prince with Special Black. A very special male.
Look at the character.
Very promising youngsters. Last year.
Beautiful, beautiful. You see the health. Look at this hen. Look how she stands, eh? She'd be great to put in a photo box and take a picture. You can just tell she's a super. And there's the character. Man. Anything special you give these pigeons up here for medication?
I give them premium power breeding.
Okay.
It's it's a very special breeding mix.
So let me see if I get better light here.
Very high energy and protein.
Okay.
Yeah, they all eat it. Very few corn.
And that's it right there. Yeah, very small light mix.
Yes.
Lots of protein, I take it?
Yeah.
And you see it right there. So this is what they get, nothing on it?
Yeah.
Do you ever give them yellow drops in this?
I give them once a week. They get, on Sunday, they get the yellow drops.
They get the yellow drops.
Yeah. On the other side, Duba Special. 2 times fastest on short distance. Full brother Special Black. His father won first semi-national. He was sold to Mr. Xing from China. And I put him right away after that he won the second time on the breeding loft. And he's already father from a national ace pigeon. And he's paired to Lady Chateau, first provincial. Also proven breeding pair.
The good ones right here.
And then
there's another nice hen, the blue.
That's the Charlie's Angels pair. But this is B special. She was a very special racing pigeon, but exceptional breeding hen.
Now she looks to be, for a hen, she looks to be a little bigger.
She was small, middle-sized, but she grow every year. Yeah, she's keep.
Really?
Yeah, really. Oh, she's now 9 years old, and she looks as a young bird in the hand.
And she's well, to be up here in this room, you've got to produce.
Yeah, but she gave first national ace pigeon, national ace winners in second generation, many, I think more than 30 first prize winners
from her
federation against more than 1,000 pigeons.
Now, hens like this, or anything, any hens, how many rounds will you take out of a hen like this in a season?
From this, she's getting old now, so I'm a little bit, now 5 rounds maximum.
5 rounds.
When they're 2 years old, 7 rounds, 8 rounds maximum.
Right.
What I do, I take the eggs away, I pair them up as soon as I put a ring on the youngster. Then I pair them up again.
So as soon as you ban the youngster, they've had enough rest, they can go again. And you leave the cocks to finish.
Yes.
So switch.
Yeah.
She's got the nice white feather under the tail. She's got those beautiful, beautiful tusks.
And also what you see, and also with her daughter, I will take her also the small feathers in the band, special eye sign, and also
the tusks,
and the breeding tusks.
Super.
I will take special black.
And the cock she's with?
He's a Hawkeye. He gave also winners, and he's a full son from Black Sugar and a full brother from Black Hawk, the semi-national winner.
Real character pigeons you're seeing here. You're looking at the best of the best. So we just seen her mother, correct?
Yep. So this is the first national ace pigeon, special black. I was very lucky. She nearly won a national race. She was in 20 seconds after the national winner. She won the 3rd national. And people say, you almost won 2 national races in that year. And I say, that's my luck. So I can give her again to win the first national ace pigeon, the next race, and she did it. Even that the wind was not in her favor. So it's a very special pigeon.
She's got a lot of fight to her, I can see that. A small hen, but lots of muscle,
Small hen, double muscle.
Double muscle.
Yeah.
It's almost like you would say she's got muscles on her eyes. Muscles everywhere. She's not a big pigeon. Again, you see the white feather.
Just like as her mother, also a white feather inside.
And you see the breeding tusks as well on this hen. And a super rich eye. And I bet you like her. How old is this hen?
She's from 2018, so 4 years old.
And she's breeding the good ones?
Every year. Every year. And also in second generation, she is a...
You see the character in these pigeons?
She was a bullet when she came at home, every time.
Nice to have pigeons like that, eh?
Yeah.
Nice to be able to fly.
Oh, I'm very lucky. I could not imagine that I get so lucky to have those pigeons.
So we've seen the young birds, we've seen the old birds. Now upstairs we've seen the breeders. For you, my friend, what's next for you to do in this pigeon sport? What do you want to win? What do you want to achieve?
To be honest, I achieved already what I was dreaming of. I won first national ace pigeon. I won, the first national Bourges, and here Bourges in Antwerp. It's the most important long middle distance race of the year.
Now, why is it that?
Bourges, it's a long history. When I was a young guy from 15, 16 years old, I went to famous lofts like Engels, Hube, Van Hove, Uitroeven, when pigeons arrived from Bourges. And a few years ago, I managed to win the first provincial from Bourges. It was with Drew. She's from the Charlie's Angels pair. But 2 years later, I won also the same race a national title, and that was fantastic. You need to have a little bit luck how the wind is, and that it's possible. The first time when I won the first provincial, it was headwind, very hot, so the short distance of Belgium had a big advantage. Now, when I won, it was possible. There were also other pigeons in the top 10 on this side of Antwerp. So you need to have a little bit luck to win the race. Last year I was the second fastest with a direct daughter from Special Black. So she was section winner against more than 4,000 pigeons, and she was the second fastest from 23,000 pigeons. And on that day we were thinking it's not possible to have a top 10 position. But she won here in the federation with 10 minutes ahead. So it was pure the whole way headwind.
So your pigeons can do it in tailwinds, your pigeons can do it in headwinds.
Ace pigeons can do it always with all different kinds of weather. That's the ones that I'm looking for.
Looking for the ace pigeons, not the one-time wonders.
No.
This has been an incredible loft tour. Really enjoyed it. You see the health, you see the condition, you see the super quality in pigeons. This is a great pigeon man, and I have to thank Alfred from Guy Vanderauera. He kept saying, "Go see you, go see you." Guy, I want to thank you for showing us this, and we look forward to working with you in season 5. Good luck this season, and hope you get another national win, my friend. Thank you very much. Hey guys, Ryan, Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. We hope you enjoyed that amazing loft tour. Please, reminder to like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Until the next loft tour, thanks for flying with me. Bye for now.